There's a moose somewhere in this zone, and its hide will be mine, along with any other creature what dares get in my way. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. Yeah, there's a moose somewhere. We didn't see him on our way in, but let me make absolutely sure that I've dropped... Actually, I didn't drop everything I could have. Let's run back upstairs really quick. I was trying to get to the end of that last episode before we hit the 30-minute mark, but there are a few more things I can get rid of. Mainly my second magnifying lens. I can also drop one of the fire strikers now that I have a better condition one. I can drop one of the can openers. I can drop the quality tools for now. We'll come back. Well, actually, let's take that back, and we're gonna actually set the quality tools out. Because I want to be a little bit more aware of them. Perfect. All right. See, I'm tempted to go ahead and start reading some of these, like the Small Arms Handbook, the Frontier Shooting Guide. We hit Rifle Skill 2 in our last episode. We do have a lot of coffee and tea to make as well, so at some point I'm just going to have to hunker down and cook a lot of that stuff. But for now, I've got some cloth on me. Let's double check the condition of all my items. I can go ahead and repair this just because it's going to take half an hour and it will be worth it. But we're going to go out and grab some wolf meat and a wolf hide from a wolf that we just shot and probably kill another one as we do. We're traveling a little bit lighter, thankfully. And then once we do that, we'll double back, put that stuff in the office to cure, potentially sleep for the night, maybe do a little bit of reading, then sleep for the night. That sounds like it might be a good idea. Oh, it's so nice to be at full moving speed. I was very encumbered in that last episode, and now I'm not. All right, so those crows right there are marking our kill, which is very handy. But I'm going to go wide a little bit because there's still another wolf in the area. And I'll bet you he's still close. Yep, right there. Right there. Not sure if it's the same one, but we are about to find out. I shot at 2 wolves last episode, killed one, missed another in surprising fashion. All right, so there's our wolf. Okay. Now remind me, how does Rifle 2 critical hit chance increase by 10, 2 condition per repair action? Okay. Are you serious right now? How did I miss? Yes. Stop running right by your buddy. Really? I didn't miss. I didn't hit him. He's just running scared, and now he's making my life considerably more difficult. Did you at least stop running at some point soon after you crested that hill? No? Where'd you go? Jerk? First of all, how did you not drop? Did they change the hit point on the... I'm a little bit befuddled because I managed to snipe that wolf in the dark, and I've now missed 2 wolves in the past 5 minutes of gameplay. Like, what? 3 wolves. What is happening? They had to have moved the hit point. Is it not the exact center of the sights anymore? Did they move it back down? Or am I just... do I suck that much right now? That's also a distinct possibility. But, okay, we're just going to get close and drop him. I could do it the old school way and get his attention, but I'm trying to practice my sharpshooting here and realizing that it's not as good as I thought it was after that nighttime kill. Okay. Hey, buddy. Listen. Oh my god, I missed again. Okay, that's 4 misses. Okay. All right, we're going to drop this wolf. This is... This is starting to get a little embarrassing, Wolf. You're gonna need to cooperate with me here. And there's another one over there. Okay, I think that's the wolf that I was worried about previously. So there's 3. I could just kill him the old-fashioned way. I think this guy's about to come through that thicket. Technically not a thicket, it's just some tall grass, but we're going to call it a thicket. There's the wolf. We're going to let him get a little closer. Yeah. Got you that time. Oh. Hit him. Didn't drop him. But he'll die now. Okay. Well, that's an interesting way to start this. Where's he running to, is the question. It's about time we shot at a wolf and had him run around like a crazy person for an hour. At least it's not a deer, right? Like, I will take that. Now, where did your tracks go? Oh, you're over here. Okay. So the wolf ran up this way. I'm totally fine with this, actually, because it's helping me expend some of my energy. I was going to get some reading done. I was looking forward to making a fire and reading by the fireside, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Go ahead and just run around like a fool, even though I just shot you in the chest. Let that adrenaline just cause unnatural things to happen to your muscles, like a zombie apocalypse movie. Maybe zombies are in Long Dark. Every time you kill an animal, they temporarily become a zombie. That's the secret. We have all been hoodwinked, Legion. I'm hunting a wolf. I'm tracking an animal. I'm just gonna listen to the music. We're gonna enjoy the sounds of the Long Dark for a minute while I rage. Change direction. You ran this way. Yes, I know I'm walking towards other wolf patrol routes. I'm well aware of that. It's kind of the reason that I'm annoyed. It's partially the sprains and partly because of where this wolf is running. Yep. Are you freaking kidding me? That might be the wounded wolf, but... See, I'm still on a slope, so I could get another sprain. And wrist sprains make it impossible to shoot, so that's why I'm annoyed. I honestly don't care. Where did the trail go? Oh yeah, my rifle casings too. I'll have to grab those. And now the trail's gone. For no good reason at all. So I wasted those... Okay. Alright, fine. I'll just go back and get the other 2 wolves. 2 out of 3 is fine with me. What a waste of a crap ton of bullets. Going to visit the dead guy real quick.
I would drink almost anything about now.
You'll be fine. You will be fine. Okay, so there's that. Oh, wait. 2 more feathers laying over here. The wind is blowing in this direction, so it's a little bit harder. Because the game is mocking me at this point. I am very glad, though, by the way, just to be positive after that frustrating few minutes of gameplay. I am very glad that the spraying system is working the way that it is working. I think that it is useful to have a little bit of gameplay indication as far as when we're going to get a sprain and when we're not. I'm happy for that. And I find that it works generally the way that it's supposed to. And helps me be a little bit less reckless with walking around on slopes, which is, I think, what they were trying to accomplish. They see a lot of experienced Long Dark players, just walking around willy-nilly on slopes in ways that aren't realistic, which is... I mean, in the case of what just happened, I wish there was a way to mitigate it a little bit more, which is, I guess, what I'm getting at. It's like, well, if you're tracking an animal, there should be a way to, like... There should be a way of traversing that terrain that's not quite as risky. Maybe just crouching? Is that the way to do it? Like, does it reduce sprain risk that much? I don't know. I haven't played around technically with the systems enough to say for sure. All right, so there's going to be some shell casings laying around here. But let's go ahead and grab the hide and guts off this guy. Getting kind of thirsty. Thankfully, I've got 0.13 gallons of water, so that's enough to mostly top that off. And we are okay warmth-wise. Feels like 46 degrees right now. I'm not taking the meat off these wolves, not because I don't want it. But because it would take additional time. Now, hang on. Where have I taken my various shots? There you are. So that's when I took the shot at the one over here and dropped him. I've already harvested you, right? Yeah, that's the one I just harvested. So that's the one I was just checking, but I was looking for other things. Okay, so for now we'll just get the hide and the guts. It's going to take 50 minutes each.
The sun is setting. It's going to get a lot colder soon.
All right, that's not all of my shell casings. There are more. I'm going to walk along the tracks and see if I can spot any more. I genuinely don't remember where I took all of my shots, but... Oh, there's one. They do stand out decently well. At least. I mean, I'm glad for that. But anyway, yes, the spraying system works pretty dang well. I prefer it to the old system. I like having a little bit of warning. It would be nice to be more certain that when you're tracking an animal, you could follow those. Something about that situation just now is frustrating me, and I'm trying to articulate either the spraying system, like either the movement system, or the way that wolves run, like the likelihood that a wolf will follow a high spraying route. You know, what's the likelihood that a wolf is really going to run straight up a steep cliff like that when they're that weak? You know, maybe that's what you tweak, you know? But other than that, I think it works quite well. Okay, let's step inside. Now, I do need a little bit of water. Ooh, it's dark. Did I see something? No, it's just that receipt. For a second, I thought there was something cool sitting there, but let's go ahead and drop all this. Perfect. Can I move you too? No, I can't. That paper's not going anywhere. Thankfully, the tail does not have a hitbox for moving stuff around. Makes life a little bit easier. Okay, so we've got that stuff here. probably worthwhile to go ahead and break some of this wooden stuff down so that I can have a short fire and have some water, because I don't know that I have enough to get through the night. So, there's that. Leave camp office. Okay. Where's that stove? Okay now.
No rest suit, I'm gonna faint.
As I fumble around in the dark. Where am I standing right now? There it is, Potbelly stove. I was about to say. It should be right next to me. All right, so we're not going to use the birch bark. Heck no. We'll use a cattail head. Reclaimed wood. Really? Is that our fire starting chance right now? Is that how crappy we are? It's just because we don't have a stick. Reclaimed wood doesn't have a particularly good fire starting chance. I bet I could go out and find a stick real quick. Let's do that. Yeah. Some scrub brushes right here. Very nice. Plenty of sticks. A little bit of moonlight coming out. I know it's dark. I know. We're about to have fire. That's why I'm not getting my lantern out. All right, Potbelly stove. Where are you? I know you're somewhere close to me. There you are. Okay. Fire striker. Stick. Much better. 85% chance. Let's go ahead and start this fire. And this will give us some light in here. Main thing is just to get some water off this fire. And then the really nice thing is that this is passing some time, right? And this will give us the ability to sleep through the night and wake up tomorrow with a full day to explore. I can also put that cooking pot there and leave it there, but I can't forget it this time. Because I did last time. That's a thing that happened. All right, so I got 1 hour until fully melted. Now, one thing I could definitely do, let's take a look. Yeah. Is read. Oh, crap, the books are upstairs, aren't they? They're upstairs. That's annoying. All right, well, I guess I'll get the lantern out. Not because I need it, per se. Well, yeah, I do, actually, in order to find which book I want to read. Let's go ahead and get... Let's go with Frontier Shooting Guide. I'd rather level up my rifle shooting skill right now. Okay. 2 hours. Go. Don't you hit the bottom. There we go. All right, let's drink this water, which will use some of it, and then the rest will... I'm going to leave that cooking pot there. I'm going to even make a note to myself. The extra O was accidental, and then I just decided to lean into it. And then what do we have? We have we have 4 guts, gutis, and then okay. There's that, and we have 13 minutes left on that fire. Good. Let's go upstairs. It is time to sleep. It's past time to sleep, in fact. Now I'm not going to worry about the... Whoa. There we go. Now I'm not going to worry about the... Perfect. I'm not going to worry about light. So, one more thing I should probably do. First of all, let's finish off that smaller MRE so that it's not glaring at me in my inventory. And then weight-wise, I guess I'll just eat some more cattails. God knows I have enough of them. Nope. Damn it. Didn't mean to do that. It's sorted by weight. All right. Well, just went through about a third of an
I'm
MRE.
too tired to think straight.
I know, I got you. So, let's sleep for 12 hours straight. We'll wake up a little bit thirsty, but I'm all right with it. It is midday. We survived for 23 days, 14 hours, 18 minutes, or 28 minutes. 13 hours, 28 minutes. I misread those numbers horribly. Okay. So, water. Where'd you go? There you go. Let's drink. Fix that problem. And also free up some, actually, considerable amount of weight. So that is always a nice thing. I will leave that cooking pot there. Weather sounds nice. Let's go exploring, shall we? Now, I do want to hunt for a moose, but we're going to just go old school for a bit here, and we're just going to explore the lake area, like we always would. Grab some additional tinder and food from these cattails, and I'll check the other side when I come back around. We're a little bit cold, but mostly holding up. With slightly better gear in some of our slots, even in this kind of weather, I mean, the likelihood that we'll find the better gear that I'm talking about is low, but still, it's there. There's the possibility of finding the gauntlets, there's a possibility of finding the mucklucks, and there's the possibility of finding earmuffs for our head. Although not necessarily expecting to find those in Mystery Lake, I have to say. I'm not sure that's in the cards at this point. Wow. Am I just overlooking cattails, or are cattails... Huh. Maybe there's some way back there that I overlooked, but so far, none in these thickets here. None at all. Interesting. All right, I'll keep going this way, just to stay off the ice as I spot for where our wolf friends are. Okay, so let's duck out. I actually don't see any right now. No complaints about that. I would like to visit all of these locations in short order. The fewer animals in the area, the more easily I will do that. Okay, so there's another hatchet. There's some revolver rounds. Tell you what, I'm going to drop that paper back in here. We've got a couple of newsprints, rolled up papers that really just take up space at this point. They're useful for Tinder, absolutely, but we're good on Tinder. Okay, I do see a cattail. A single... Oh, wait, two cattails. One over here. Thankfully. Okay, so just a little bit of line in here. I did see a bear in the distance. Right there. But we're not going to worry about him for now. Let's keep going this way. And I hear the wolves. So the wolves are in the area, but just hiding from me at the moment. There are not typically cattails in this thicket, so I'm just doing due diligence here, but there's not... Yeah. Usually the most cattails on the lake are around the island in the middle. In case you were wondering. Hey, climbing rope. It's been there a while. One of the 2 climbing ropes that spawn in Mystery Lake. One of 2. Alright, so it looks like, yeah, 2 of those are burned out. 1 is still standing. Let's take a look in here. The gear that we find in these is not going to be particularly good. So we're just being thorough. I've talked so much about finding the top level gear that that's like all I'm thinking about now. But of course we're still scavenging for whatever we can find. Just because the game got us off to a very good start doesn't mean that we can't find ourselves in a bad way before very long at all. You're probably noticing how quickly I'm going through some of my food supplies. Those MREs are already almost gone, so... things can change pretty quick. Lee. Quickly. There's that. Trunk. Nothing in here. Alright. Sad day. Nothing under the bed. Nothing in the crate. Nothing at all. Dreamcatcher, though. That's always cool. Well, yeah, nothing. Oh, wait. Nothing there either. Next. I'll bet you there's a wolf back here.
Anything.
I'll bet you there's a wolf back here, because they're not on the ice. So where else are they, right? Down the river, I guess? But one of the wolf patrol routes goes back through these woods. And they kind of come down this way. At least, I've seen that a couple of times. I don't know if that's still the case. I haven't seen in patch notes in a while where they've updated the patrol routes. I know that they've made changes to making sure that the animals stay on what's called the nav mesh. Which I believe is just, if I'm interpreting correctly, intuitively speaking, what I think that's referring to is, you know, obviously the ground is rendered unto us in the graphics engine, but there's also a nav mesh that tells the characters in the game, player characters and the animals, where the ground is, so that as you move, you see, I just rose and fell. You know, so that's the nav mesh. That's not necessarily that model doing that. The model is in the same place as the nav mesh, but it's 2 different things. And the nav mesh sometimes can be differently configured. Oh wait, there's a dead guy. Differently configured. Or did I already go through his stuff? I don't think so. No, I didn't. It can be differently configured than the terrain model. The model is just the graphical part. You're going to have something that tells everything in the game where the surfaces are. Alright, I'm going to go through these houses, these 3, before I wrap up here. And then we might pay a visit to Trappers. Not only to pay a visit to Trappers, and that's where some of the good loot can be, but also, and that'll be next episode, but also that's where we might find our moose. Nice. Sardines and beef jerky. Okay. 2 more. There are wolves now.
I think I can use this.
Worn wool mittens. I'll be breaking those down in short order. Even though it hurts me to do it. Not as much as it hurt me to break down that expedition parka, though. Just saying. That was more painful. That was a lot more painful. Nada. Okay, and let's duck in here. One last check. Oh, already checked that. Oops. All right, nothing at all here. So there's one more cabin closer to the bear. We might have to kill that bear, but I'm going to try and avoid it. Could potentially be nice. Well, there's no real reason to kill the bear at the moment. What we're really looking to spend time doing is, well, hunting the moose and getting the moose hide. That's the animal that we want to take down. Unless the bear threatens us, we don't necessarily have to kill it. But we'll have to think about that when we try and visit the very last cabin on the lake. Also, when we get over there, we can check one of the other popular prepper cache locations now that we're here in Mystery Lake. But for now, I'll go ahead and stop this one here, and we'll head that way in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.